Life with me, Reverend Wolak. Today I want to ask the question, do you really know who you are? Do you really know who you are beneath the surface, beneath the titles you've given yourself? I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm this age, I'm that age. I'm white, I'm black, I'm gay, I'm straight. I work in the corporate world doing this, doing that. You see, all those are titles. They're not who you are. So then the question you ask is this body me? Is this ego me? And what really comes to me is the best I've got is that I'm aware. That's the best I've got. I'm aware. So if I take that a step further, then I am awareness. But am I all awareness? Well, no, I can't be all awareness because I have a limited perspective on what I see. But am I part of something greater? It feels like that. It feels like there's more, and I'm always called to find more. I'm always called to go deeper, to discover more, aren't you? So then you go into the idea, what quantum physics says is that consciousness is the ground of all being. And consciousness is everything. Well, awareness, consciousness, could they not be interchangeable? To me, it seems logical. So then I am consciousness. But I'm not all of consciousness. I'm a point of consciousness. I'm an aspect of consciousness because consciousness is infinite. I certainly don't see the infinite, do you? And isn't everything we see, everything we experience, isn't it a perception? And where do perceptions come from? They come from the brain, don't they? Perceptions come from the brain because we absorb all the sensory input. We store it back here in our brain, in our unconscious mind, in our subconscious mind. And then as things happen, it comes forth and we perceive life through our past experiences. So everything that has happened to us is a perception. Everything. And in many ways, we allow those perceptions to control us. Awareness is being able to go beyond the perception and see that we're so much more. Awareness allows us to see that there are infinite sides to an event. There's infinite ways to determine, to see how that event affected you, how that event affected others. It's not just yes or no, black or white, green or blue. But that's what our perception says. We have been so domesticated into the idea of right or wrong, this or that we can't even go beyond that. We can't see the forest through the trees because we've been domesticated. And perception is limited based on our level of awareness. So the question I keep asking, how aware am I? When I'm looking at an event, when I'm witnessing something, am I truly aware? Or am I just living based on a past memory? Most of us just are reacting. We're reacting out of the memories of our past. We've identified that we're a victim because this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened. And we react. If you're truly aware, you don't react, you respond. I'll take last night, I just read something this morning that in the Oscars, Chris Rock told a joke and Will Smith got up and smacked him. How aware do you think Will Smith was? How aware was Chris Rock when he told the joke? Do you think they were responding? Do you think they were aware enough to respond? Or do you think they were reacting? I don't have the answers. I can tell you what the appearance would say, but I don't know what's going on inside them. I have no idea what's going on inside them. But anytime someone reverts to physical and it's not in self-defense, physical self-defense, that to me is a reaction. That is not a response. That is not being aware. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? You're out there. You're listening to me. Give me some of your feedback. What are you thinking? How aware are you? I get a lot of people that like to tell me, Lee, I'm really aware. Ian says, my dog's reacting to the barking of your dog. Yeah, my dog's outside saying, I'm a sissy. I want to come in right this moment. I can't wait another moment. And I'm sitting here saying, well, we're going to wait until the end of this podcast. It's fascinating how reactions are there. How aware are you? Were the faces on the colored blocks intentional? I'm not sure what you're talking about, McBride. I think the colored artwork you're talking about is on my daily thought. But I don't know about the color blocks. Annette, just go to the news. You'll find out what happened there. It's everywhere. It's all over YouTube, all over Twitter, all over the Main Street media. There are two faces on your new book cover. They look like faces, if that's what you're talking about. There's one here and here, but they're not really faces. Oh, let me put this in before I go. I start classes today. I'm teaching classes today. I teach one at 1:30 Central Time and one at 6:30 Central Time. And it's going to be based, that class is based at 7 weeks on the book, The Power in You. The second class I'm doing is tomorrow night. That's Applying Science of Mind Principles in Today's World. That's based on this book, The Essential Earnest, Science of Mind. If you're interested, I think the link's out there in the description, or go to agapespiritualcenter.com and sign up. Being in class is the best thing you can do. I love classes. Once I started classes in the spiritual realm in 1998, I've always been in classes. I love connecting with people who like to learn. I like connecting with people who like to question, to see things differently. I liked the exploration of new ideas. And maybe I like the exploration of old ideas. Because are there really any new ideas, or the ideas that have always been there? People say, well, you're teaching new stuff, Lee. I said, no, I'm not. This stuff's been around for thousands and thousands of years. I'm just saying it through Lee Wolak's perspective. We're back to that again, aren't we? Perspective and awareness. And they're very different. Ian says, I'm aware enough to know that I have a lot of work on that, and I have a lot of awareness to cultivate. Well, welcome to the club. Taylor Hawkins died, and I was bothered by social media showing pictures of David G. with other people he lost. I feel people can be so clueless to others' feelings. Well, Lori, do you know why? It's because we make death a bad thing. We make death a bad thing. And death is not a bad thing. It's just a transition to the next thing. Let's go back to awareness. Are you aware that you're an infinite being? If you're not aware you're an infinite being, then death is horrific. But if you're aware you're an infinite being, it means you're just moving from this life and birthing into the next life. And then if you realize that your life is always in balance, then no matter what anyone says, doesn't matter. You don't care. McBride says, got my book Friday, trying to decide which class to sign up for. Hey, pick one. It's pretty simple. You ain't got much time. Just pick one. Nicole says she was dancing. Kept seeing faces I thought I knew, but just old perceptions. Dancing together brought us closer to oneness. Dancing does let go. You do let go when you're dancing, because when you're dancing, if you're concerned about what other people are thinking about your movement, it's going to be miserable. You're not going to dance. But if you're going to dance, you might as well be free with your expression. Boy, we got off on that one, huh? It's interesting how we go from topic to topic to topic. Well, I've got a busy day today, one that I'm creating. After I'm done with you, it's the gym. After that, I've got to go make some corrections to the audio files that I've recorded for the audiobook that's going to come out. After that, I've got the class at 1:30. I've got the class at 6:30. I've got all sorts of phone calls in between. My life is packed. Guess what? Everything on my calendar I've chosen. I'm aware that I chose it. And the reason I chose it, it serves my highest values. So I don't look at my days as being, oh, it's too full, it's too full. No, I look at my days as I'm doing what I chose. I invite you to do the same. Become more aware. Learn to say no to the things that don't serve you. Learn to say yes to the things that do serve you. I invite you, check out a class with me. We start tonight or this afternoon. Until tomorrow, know that I love you just the way you are. Aloha.